upcoming fight between Colby Covington and Tyron Woodley. Before we look at who wins, what do you make of this kid that Woodley's been on lately? Do you think it's the same guy that you fought back in 2016 and 17 for the belt, or are we looking at a different Woodley here?
It's very hard to say. I like Tyron Woodley. I really do. I like him. We've chatted. We've kind of squashed our beef. I don't know if you know. I was on his Instagram. We went live and started talking about our conversations that we had actually in the first fight. We literally had full conversations in the octagon.
Wow.
From what I've seen the last two fights, actually the last fight during training camp, I follow him on social media. I listen to interviews and things like that. And mentally, he seemed there. He seemed like he was in the best shape of his life. He was training hard. He was getting everything back on track. And for some reason, when he got out there, it just, we have our good days, we have our bad days, right? And it kind of surprised me because I saw him get beat the way he did. I think getting knocked down in the first round kind of changed things. He got knocked down and almost got finished. And I think that kind of switched the tide a little bit and made Tyron Woodley be a little less aggressive than he normally is. Normally he waits and waits and waits and waits. He didn't even do anything in the rest of the fight, it seemed like. In the fight before that, yeah, man, it just doesn't seem like it was the same time that I faced for my first or even second fight. But that said, I really hope that, and I think that he's kind of got his mind right. I know he's training with the BMF. He's training with George Masvidal. They're getting some good work in, and to have somebody like Masvidal. Masvidal is a kind of upbeat guy, and having somebody like that in the gym really makes the training fun, And having somebody as good as Masvidal, especially striking wise, gives you the confidence like no other. So I'm glad the BMF is out there training with them. But I really hope to see Tyron Woodley go out there and do what he does best. So the last two fights, it doesn't seem like he was the same. It doesn't seem like we're the same. But I've always been really positive in people, and I really hope that he's got it right, man. I think he's 38 years old. He's a year older than me, so it kind of gives me the inspiration. Like I'll be 38 in February, right? I know that I'm better than when I was 32 or 33. I know for a fact I'm faster, I'm stronger. My whole skill set's better. So I feel like he can do the same.
So I know obviously you sort of, it sounds like you're leaning towards Woodley for a whole bunch of reasons. You guys are kind of buddies. You guys are, you obviously you see a little bit of yourself in Woodley and it gives you inspiration, but are you leaning towards him in the fight as far as who you think wins? Who do you think wins this one?
Yeah, man, just from the whole mindset that he's kind of overtaken. I've been watching him and seeing some of his interviews and things like that. He looks like he's on point. It seems like he's on point. I know he won after that last loss. Even when he lost it, he said, "Bro, like I don't know what happened. Like I'm ready to fight right now. I'm ready to go back in the octagon and fight this guy again because I know I can do better." And I think I think he wants that one back. I really do. And what better guy to do it against, who he's had beef in the past, is Colby Covington. I think everybody wants to see Colby Covington lose. But you got a guy that you cheer for, and you got to have the bad guy. And I feel like Colby's kind of like that. Has kind of taken that role a little bit. He's not good at it, but he's taken that role. So yeah, I to be honest, I wouldn't want to see Colby fight for the title again. I think Usman just dominated. I think he beat the crap out of him. But I would love to see. I'm leaning towards Tyron. I think Tyron's striking is more explosive. I think he's got the knockout power to finish him, especially after Colby Covington breaking his jaw. To have it broken again for sure.